Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Happiness from Within, where our goal is to touch people's hearts and souls at a very deep level through interviews and to help you come out of the darkness and into the light. Today's beautiful topic is, what is the purpose of life? Close your eyes for a second. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. One more. In through your nose. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now with your hand on your heart, ask yourself this question: what is the purpose of my life? And sit with yourself for a second and see what comes up for you. And it's okay if nothing comes up. This is a question that we all ask ourselves. Maybe you are in a particular job or opportunity that you're not happy. And this question comes up for you: what is my purpose? So I believe in this lifetime that we all have different purposes. Your purpose might be to be a mother, a father, the best daughter, the best son. Whatever your profession is, whether you are a janitor, a receptionist, an administrative assistant, a doctor, a lawyer, a housekeeper, whatever field that you work in, I promise you where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. Let me say that again. Right now where you are is exactly where you need to be. But the beautiful thing is, if you are in a situation where you're not happy, you can change it. And I invite you to do this simple exercise of taking in 3 deep breaths and putting your hand on your heart and asking yourself, what is my purpose? One of the exercises that you can do is make a list of 20 things that you're good at. Start there. You could even start with 10 things. And as you start to write this list, you can even pause this episode if you like and come back to it. What you're going to do is circle 3 things out of that list of 20 that really pop out for you. And one thing I can promise you is you are good at a lot of things. For example, it can be even something as simple as, I know how to tie shoes. You may be thinking, how is this a skill? So knowing how to tie shoes actually shows the world that you understand how things function. Yes. So start with something as that. I know how to tie shoes. I'm a fast walker. I'm good at communicating with people. I know how to sew. I know how to knit. I know how to make good eye contact. I know how to listen to people. I know how to clean houses. I know how to motivate people. I'm a good cook, etc., etc., etc. You guys excited? Taking some steps to get closer to your purpose? Oh, yeah. So, the other thing I want to talk to you about today behind your purpose is your intention behind your purpose. So when you start to discover who you are and your purpose, having an intention is different than a goal. So an intention is more of a, I want to be wealthy. But your intention behind that is because you want to have abundance. And abundance So the difference between, excuse me, I had a little glitch in the audio there. So we were talking about intention. So an intention is more of a feeling, right? So if you say, for example, my goal is to be wealthy, that's awesome. But your intention behind that would be a feeling. So for example, you could say, my goal is to be wealthy in order to have abundance. So that's a very small example, but my challenge to you, my words of wisdom to you, is that goals are great, but putting an emotion behind it changes everything. So, excuse me. For example, you could say, my goal is to be a health coach. My goal is to be a health coach in order to help bring healing to the world. But do you see the difference? Instead of just saying, oh, I want to be a health coach. But if you're saying, I want to be a health coach in order to help heal the world, there's a much more different emotion behind it. So I challenge you to use this in your own life, having an intention with anything that you do. And throughout your day, for example, when you're going to go brush your teeth in the morning, ask yourself, what is my intention of brushing my teeth? Well, my intention is to clean my mouth. So it may seem silly using that as an example, but it's really the little things that we do throughout our days that accumulate into bigger things. Would you agree? I recently started doing this in my life, and it's completely changed everything. And let me tell you why. Because when you put that intention and your focus on what you're doing, you get less distracted. And it's a muscle. It's something that you build upon. But as you start to have a different dialogue with yourself in the form of using intentions, asking yourself questions, things will radically change. Let me give you another example. I've been putting out in the universe the next steps to take for me to take my podcast to the next level, to start live episodes. Yes, I'm going to open up to you guys. That is my goal for this year, is to start doing live episodes. And I'm telling you, 3 days later, I got my answer. The next steps to make that happen. I'm so grateful because I have the resources. And to be very upfront with you guys, there is a part of me, yes, I am scared. And I'm breaking through that fear. You know, the finances aren't completely there, but I'm going to find a way to make it happen. But one thing I want to share with you, what happened when I just told the universe, I have a lot of people that I want on my podcast, and deciding who I want as my first episodes. But just to really show me whether this was really meant for me to do this, because I was having a lot of doubt. I just want to be straight and like honest with you guys. I love to be very authentic and real with you guys in these episodes. And what had happened 3 days later, one of my good friends, she called me and told me she wasn't able to make it to this event. And I had saw this event posted a lot on social media. I didn't think too much of it, but making a long story short, she wasn't feeling well, and she says, I have a free ticket for you. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So, of course, I said yes. And just this last weekend, I ended up going to this amazing event called the Girl Talk Festival, hosted by Sarah Pendrick. And wow, you guys, I was so blown away by the information. It wasn't just about getting the information, but I didn't understand why the universe wanted me to go. My soul was telling me, you're meant to go to this event. And so I don't have a car right now, and I was like, I got to find a way to get down to Newport Beach. I didn't exactly want to take an Uber the full way. So the night before, because I found out about this like Friday evening, so I had to hustle, right? Taking perfect action. I went online and I was like, I know there's trains that go down there. There's buses that go down there. So I found a train that goes down there. And then from there, I took an Uber and all this craziness, but I made it, right? And it was amazing. I got to be in the same room as Lorna Jane, Sarah Pendrick, the owner of Boss Babe, Natalie. I got to meet Sarah Ann Stewart. Just so many amazing women entrepreneurs. Sahara Rose. I mean, it's just like the list goes on and on and on. Nikki Bell was also there. It's just, wow. I mean, just thinking about this last weekend, it honestly seemed like it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream. And what I want to share with you guys as far as purpose, what that event really revealed to me is, yes, one of my purposes is to continue doing this podcast and to definitely go live. I'm like, and there's no turning back now. And it was amazing because I actually went up to the microphone and I challenged myself. I said, being here, I said, I have to do something that I'm scared of. So I went up to the microphone when Sarah Pendrick and Natalie from Boss Babe were on stage. I said, hi, my name is Jeanette Prado, and I have a podcast called Happiness from Within, and I would be honored to have you as a guest on my podcast. Literally not knowing what they were going to say. You know, you go to these events, these people are very busy. They're not all going to say yes. And they said yes to being on my podcast. I was like so blown away. It was amazing. And I was proud of this other young woman too. She went up to the microphone. This was before I went up, and she asked Nikki Bell if she would be on her podcast because they live in the same area, Arizona. And I was just like, wow. So it's like woman power, right? So my message to you in all of this is, you know, whether you paint nails, you're mopping the floor, have confidence in yourself and what you're doing, because people feel that. If you're a coach, you're a healer, as I was saying, whatever your skill set is, or if you wrote that list of 20 and you are like, this is what really resonates with me, then go and master your craft. And I promise you, as you start to move in that direction, the universe will, by default, start to open doors for you. I promise you, with my heart and soul. So I really hope that today's message really resonated with you in some sort of way. I would really love to connect with you. I would love to hear what this exercise has done for you. You can actually connect with me on Instagram. I'm at Happiness From Within now. And I would love, love, love to hear. Send me a DM. And I would love to hear what your purpose is in that one sentence. And if you need guidance, I would love to help you. I'm a transformational coach, aside from having this amazing podcast, and would love to help you. You can DM me for more details. But thank you so much, and I will catch you guys next Tuesday. Have a wonderful, fabulous day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye for now.